today we'll have the teacher and the school curriculum. Now, are you all ready, teachers? Ready na po ba? Can I see a thumb up? If you are all ready. Ready na si Teacher Jasmine, Teacher Isabella as well. How about the others? Ready na po bang maka-perfect score again sa quiz natin? Okay, now let's start with number 1. So this will be fast because we will only be discussing 5 items. So let's have question number 1. Let's see how good you are na sa pag-a-answer ng Prof Ed questions, which is, composes 60% of our rating. Now, for number 1, in his history class, teacher Naomi uses a current events IQ contest to determine champions in identifying people, places, and events. What learning objective or outcome does she aim to achieve? A. Application. B. Knowledge or recall. C. Responding. And D. Perpetual abilities. Teacher Jill answers B, as well as Teacher Gerald. How about the others? B also to Teacher Jasmine. At Teacher Isabella, B rin. How about the others? Knowledge or recall. Okay, let's see if that's the correct answer. Okay, very good. It's knowledge or recall. Now, what is your clue there? No, the clue is already in the STEM, in the question. IQ. Okay, very good. Identifying. For Teacher Jill, it's also IQ. Actually, there are a lot of clues that we can get from this question. So if you are familiar with Bloom's taxonomy, then you will know what domain is this question or this focuses on. So very good, no? We have here the identifying. Identifying is just lots, lower order thinking skills for teachers. So meaning the identifying is just a simple recalling, right? You just identify people, places, and events. So in knowledge base, we have identifying, recalling, determine. Kung doon naman po tayo sa application, that's when you apply or create something new, right? For understanding, pag merong comparing, predicting din po, no, last time it also the question also, there's also a question like that. No, my clue only is predicting. If I see predicting, I'll go to understanding domain right away. Predicting, comparing, contrasting, yun po yun, understanding. Rating, no, that's evaluating. So again po, the answer is knowledge or recall. Our clue here, identify. It's just simply recalling a certain knowledge, no? A what question. Okay, very good. Next, so if you want to know more, or know deeper about Bloom's taxonomy, you look at our lecture or our video lectures. Then there are in-depth discussion about Bloom's taxonomy and the clues also that you can use in finding the correct answer. Okay, very good, teachers. It's letter B. Number 2, in introducing a new lesson, what is teacher Ira trying to determine when she relates a past lesson to a new lesson? Again, in introducing a new lesson, what is teacher Ira trying to determine when she relates a past lesson to a new lesson? Is it A, learner's style in knowing? B, learner's knowledge base? C, learner's curiosity to learn a new lesson? Or D, learner's motivation to know more? Okay, what's your answer, teachers? In introducing a new lesson, what is teacher Ira trying to determine when she relates a past lesson to a new lesson? Is it the style of learner in knowing information? Is it the knowledge base? Is it their curiosity? Or is it their motivation to know more? Sometimes teachers, if you do not know the answer, you just do the elimination method. And then you eliminate those who are synonymous, no, with the other option. Okay, Teacher Jill, Teacher Gerald, Teacher Isabella, Teacher Renel, Teacher Jasmine answered B. Okay, let's see if it's B. B, learner's knowledge base. Bakit po learner's knowledge base? Okay, first things first, let's assume you do not know what's the answer for this one. But you have an alternative way to know the correct answer. We can eliminate already letter C, option C, and option D. Why? They are synonymous, teachers. Look, in letter C, learners' curiosity to learn a new lesson. It's still the same thing with learners' motivation to know more, right? How motivated are they or how curious are they to learn more with the lesson being presented to them? So automatically, teacher, we eliminate letter C and letter D. Now, you have 50% of getting the correct answer. We have letter A and B. Now, if you look at the stem, you wanted, as a teacher, you wanted to determine when she relates a past lesson to a new lesson, meaning you wanted to check the prior knowledge of the learners, right? Because you wanted to relate the past lesson to a new lesson. So you'll know, you want to know, or you wanted to know how ready are they, right? How ready are they? So in learning the new lesson. So for you to know that, you have to know where are they already, right? Or where are they? Where are currently? Or currently, nasan yung alam nila in that particular lesson. So it's not letter A, learner style in knowing, because simply it's just about what's the learning style or what's the learning preference of the learner, right? So the answer is letter B, learner's knowledge base, meaning you wanted to know where currently your learners are in terms of knowing the lesson. So for you to relate your new lesson to the past lesson, you have to know where are they. You have to know their prior knowledge. You have to know the knowledge that they currently or what they currently know in that particular lesson. Okay, so that's letter B. Okay, let's proceed to letter C, to number 3. Okay, number 3. Very good, teachers. Now, students must be taught self-responsibility. It must be taught self-responsibility is the desire of the blank teacher. A, existentialist. B, pragmatic. C, constructivist. Excuse me. D, utilitarianist. Again, students must be taught self-responsibility, and that is the desire of what teacher? An existentialist teacher, a pragmatic teacher, a constructivist teacher, or a utilitarianist teacher? What's your answer, teachers? Okay, Teacher Jasmine, Teacher Jill, answer letter A. However, different subject in Prof Ed. At first, no, it's actually very hard to understand these concepts. Pero if you just know the clues, teachers, I tell you, it's so easy to identify what philosophy the teacher is using in her or his teaching. Okay, Teacher Isabella says it's letter B, pragmatic. Self-responsibility, teacher. Now that's our clue, self-responsibility. And if you wanted to know more, more about these or each of these philosophy, please watch our video lecture about this one. It's very informative and it's really, really helpful. Teacher Gerald, letter A. Okay, the answer is what's the answer? Letter? I'm not confident. I'm not confident na po. Teacher Isabella. Teacher Isabella, do not be swayed by the other teacher's answer. Okay? Alam niyo po ba minsan when you take the board exam, right after you take the board exam, meron kasing tendency na you always ask your friends, right? Now, what's your answer for this item? What's your answer for in this question? Ako po, right after when I took the board exam, I did not ask I did not mention again about the exam because it will just make me overthink. So again, just focus, no? Read again and again the question, find clues, and then eliminate if you see some errors maybe or some synonymous options. So you can do those techniques to help you in navigating to the correct path or correct answer. Okay, the answer is letter A. It's existentialist. Remember, teacher's self-responsibility. Kapag self-responsibility, that is existentialist. Now, for the others, I want you to notice more and using or through our video lectures, okay? Because it's very interesting. Kaya you watch our video lectures. If you're enrolled in our review center, then you'll know each of these philosophy. Okay? What kind of teacher is an existentialist teacher? What kind or what strategy a teacher uses if you are a teacher that is pragmatic? What is your belief as a constructivist teacher? And what do you usually do if you are a utilitarianist teacher? So you'll know all of those if you watch our video lecture. Okay po? Remember, self-responsibility, existentialist. Yan po yung philosophy ng existentialist. You let the learner be independent and be responsible of their own learning. Yun po yung philosophy, or that is what a teacher, an existentialist teacher stands. You let the learner learn on their own and be responsible for their own learning. Existentialist. Okay po? Self-responsibility, existentialist. The rest, you'll find out if you watch our video lecture. Okay? Kaya enroll na kayo sa aming review center. Okay, number 4. Within Bloom's taxonomy, which cognitive processing is done when the teacher asks students to rate their work using a scoring rubric? Again, in Bloom's taxonomy, which cognitive processing is done when the teacher asks students to rate their work using a scoring rubric? Is it A, applying, B, synthesizing, C, analyzing, or D, evaluating? Okay, I'll wait for your answers, teachers. Teacher Jill, Teacher Chatty, Teacher Gerald, Teacher Helix, letter D. Let's see if you are correct, if it's evaluating. Okay, very good. It's evaluating. What's the word? What's your clue, teacher or teachers? What's your clue? You can type it in our chat box. What is your evaluation in coming up in that? Very good. The rating rubric, that's evaluating. Again po, remember, rating. You rate, that's evaluating. Yan po yung clue natin sa evaluating, rate. Applying naman, when you implement, when you execute, when you demonstrate. Synthesizing, ano ba yung synthesizing? Synthesizing is combining parts to form a new whole, right? Pero in synthesizing, if I'm not mistaken, it's not in the revised Bloom's taxonomy. Okay? So next, analyzing. It's not also analyzing. So again po, what's our clue? Rate. Our clue, rate. If you see rate, and then the choices are Bloom's taxonomy's domains, then you write or you answer evaluating right away. Okay? Very good, teacher. Wala po sa Bloom yung B. Yes. Now again po sa revised Bloom's taxonomy, there's no synthesizing. And then the creating, there's no, because the synthesizing was replaced with creating, and the creating is at the highest. No, it's in HOTS already. Okay, very good. Very good, teachers. Wow. Next, let's go to the last item. Last item. What teaching learning approach is adopted in teaching the same major subjects? English, math, and science in the K-12 curriculum. What teaching learning approach is adopted major subjects, just like English, math, and science? Is it A, spiral teaching learning? B, higher order thinking learning? C, differentiated teaching learning? Or D, redundant teaching learning? Wow, Teacher Jill is so fast. She answers letter C. Okay, Teacher Jasmine, letter A. Teacher Chatty, letter C. Teacher Gerald, letter B. Wow, I love how heterogeneous your answers are. Okay, so this is interesting because that means new learning, right? Okay, so you have different answers. Teacher, okay. What is the answer? Let me see. What's the majority? What's the answer of the majority? C, A, C. Okay, let's have letter C. Okay, because 2 teachers answered letter C. Okay, so let's try it. Oh, it's not letter C, teacher, but it's letter A. Spiral teaching and learning. Remember, teachers, in K to 12, we are following K to 12 curriculum. We are following the spiral progression. Okay, spiral progression. Ano po yung spiral progression? When we say spiral, spiraling po, that means you teach the same subjects, but the complexity and the depth of the subject or of the lesson increases. Okay po? So again, sa K to 12, for example, for grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, we teach science, but they are not teaching the same lesson. No, but there's an increase of complexity. So kung dito, they teach, for example, they teach matter in grade 1, but they just only focuses on the color and the texture. In grade 2, they talk about matter, but in higher or increasing complexity. They do not talk already with kanang the way the color, the shape, but they talk more on the states of matter, just like gas, liquid, solid, plasma, spiral. No, you teach the same subject across grade level, but the complexity of the lesson increases. So that is spiral. Yes, simple to complex. Very good, Teacher Jasmine. So the answer po is spiral teaching learning. Kasi po, yan po yung ginagawa natin ngayon sa K-12 curriculum. It's spiral progression. Simple to complex. No? So again, as we go to higher levels, higher grade levels, the lesson also, or the complexity of the lessons increases. Yeah, major subjects po, yes. English, math, science, kasi in all grade level, meron pong subjects na ganun eh. So, yun po yun. Basta, actually, Teacher Isabella, I tell you, you will not be focusing on this one, the English, math, the subjects. But you should be focusing on the concept, the spiral progression. Yun po talaga yung lumalabas. In questions, they will not ask you anong subjects yung teach ng spiral progression, but it's the idea of what does spiral progression is telling us, no, as teachers po. So, yun po yun. Pero yes po, major subjects like English, di ba? Meron po yan sa grade 1, reading and language. In grade 2 din po, meron yan 3, 4, 5, and 6. Meron po yan. Also math. But in science, it's it's 4, yes, in science po, meron din po yan. So yun po yun, yung the complexity of each lesson increases. A po yung sagot ko. Okay po. So A po pala yung sagot niyo, Teacher Isabella. Doon lang na-send kay Teacher Jasmine. Yes po. So again, the idea of spiral progression, teachers, again, you teach the same subject, but it's not letter D, it's not redundant. Because again po, although you teach the same subjects, but the complexity and the depth or the level of depth of the lessons are different. It increases. It becomes complex, no, as you go to higher grade levels. So again po, spiral progression or spiral teaching learning. Just remember spiraling, no, from simple up until it's getting complicated. No, naghahanap ulit tayo ng complicated na situation eh. So yun po yun. And we are done. How many points did you get, teachers? I believe hindi lahat nakakuha ng 4 to 5, 5 to 5. Wow, very good, Teacher Jill. Very good naman niya, Teacher Jasmine. How about the others? Wow. At again po, hindi talaga nagmamatter yung scores when you are reviewing. What matters the most is during the board exam itself. This is the best time, no? In reviewing, this is the best time to make mistakes, no, to learn. Basta just make sure that during the board exam, no, you ace everything. So just let yourself get wrong answers during no the review process. Para during the board exam, you'll get and you'll know everything. Okay po? Very good, teachers, and I hope I'll see the same people and sana ma-add, there will be more numbers of teachers that will join us on Saturday. Okay? On Saturday. And that's actually longer na kasi we'll have 20 items to discuss about. Okay, teachers? Again po, just believe in yourself, do not doubt yourself, and then practice, practice, practice po. Because what your real enemy during the board exam is really the time. So this application, this platform is very helpful because that will actually help you be ready mentally, no? And also really help you in preparing for the board exam, not just the questions, but on how you will be conquering the different factors in answering the questions. No, just like the time, the pressure of the time is really it would really affect you in answering because you'll be so conscious with the time. So practice in answering, practice in rationalizing also, practice different methods, no elimination method, your different methods if ever you will not know or you do not know the questions. So yun lang po talaga yung key ng Prof Ed. And then of course, don't forget, yun talaga yung what I really stand for, the clues. The clues will really help you. If you just know a word and then you understand the stem and then nandun na yung pre-assumed mo na answer, then you go for it. Again, clue is the key. And then I've actually presented a lot of clues in our video lectures. So do not forget to watch it, teachers. Okay? So again po, thank you. And I'm rooting for you. And I know yung teachers dito ay magiging LPT next year. And di natin alam, meron tayong mapoproduce na top notchers as well. Thank you, teachers, and I hope to see you on Saturday. Bye-bye!